Hello and welcome. This is High Templar and I want to show you my first video on Run to Total War mechanics. Now I've seen some videos of Cavalry charges mechanics on Maximus Decimus Meridius channel, which I highly recommend. I subscribe that channel. However, those tests are actually showing units that are not really units, and they don't have actual melee attack or nothing else. They just have kinetic impact, which is, very useful to know. But I wanted to show normal units how they behave in normal battle. So this is Epirus, since it has a very good roster of units when it comes to melee cap. And there will be, this is Apis Companion cap, 3 units, and 3 units of Citizen cap. The most left Legionnaire has fire at will, so he won't be braced, but he will throw some javelins. And last unit, I will stay here for like 10 seconds, because as you may hear, the charge bonus lasts for 30 seconds and it's less with each second. So Apis Companion has a charge bonus of 40. This adds to melee attack and damage, so it should make Apis Companion a beastly unit if he stays for a few seconds there and attacks. So like I said, cycle charging those units 2 on the left and just going in for 10 seconds with the units on the right. Most left unit of armored legionnaires is throwing some javelins. The cycle charging itself is a time when you are not dealing any damage to the enemy. As you can see already on the Apis Companions we have 22 lost, however unit is decisively winning because of the charge bonus. Now it's even. Armored Legionnaires 91, 100, 100 on the braced unit, so this is interesting. I mean, this is normal, right? Less on non-braced unit on fire at will, more on the braced unit, and most on the unit that actually is staying with companion cap for longer time. However, this is probably mostly due to the losses. I don't think this would be the case if the charge was in the back and the unit was engaged with somebody else. And pretty the same results here with the Citizen cap, although obviously a much less. Losses pretty much the same on both, so those javelins are not doing much. However, the losses on unbraced unit are significantly greater, and the losses on the unit that companion cap stays in at the beginning of the battle is slightly bigger. Now it's dwindling because Citizen cap units are also dwindling. Cycle charging here, only 26 here and 40 here. So non-braced unit, I mean, there are now both. Now they are both braced because they shoot all the javelins. So it doesn't. So there is not as much difference now. However, you can see that there is 23 units difference. The Citizen cap here broken, that was fighting in prolonged combat with these armored legionnaires. So this unit that was not braced already dead, and 9 dead here. This unit stayed longer in the fight. However, there are 3 more Apis Companions here, so this is as expected. The damage dealt by Apis Companions is less if you are not braced. However, the damage to the Apis Companions is also lessened. And here is different. However, I have seen that this armored legionnaire unit was actually firing at those citizen cav at some point. To the shielded side, but still. So those guys are gone, 73-71 difference, so slightly less losses on the braced unit. But it lasted longer for a single charge. This Apis companion might lose, might win, hard to say. This citizen cav charging and now braced legionnaires, but used to be unbraced.
Ready and waiting. Orders understood.
Actually, citizen cav, very cheap unit, managed to, by cycle charging armored legionnaires from front, managed to kill 100 of them, which I think is impressive. And this was frontal charge of lowly citizen cav. Here are the Apis companions going inside the armored legionnaires. 21 armored legionnaires, so Apis companions in prolonged combat by cycle charging, staying there for 10 seconds, still won, however only 20 men left. Citizen cav, strong hits, even cycle charging, unbraced units, strong losses. Now here, I am charging with Hellenic Royal Cav and Thessalian. Thessalians are cheaper units than Armored Legionnaires. Armored Legionnaires are excellent units. Same story here. Those units should be firing javelins. Yeah, and it is firing javelins. This one is not.
Orders understood. Orders.
Cycle charging here with 2 units and 1 unit stays in combat a bit longer. But obviously for shock cav this is great, even though this unit has 76 charge bonus, so at the beginning it has over 100 melee and damage. It still loses 19 men in 10-second combat, and armored legionnaires not so much. 107 for unbraced, 120 for braced. So this is pretty much the same story, and now those guys are pretty much depleted. They throw their javelins, so both will be braced. However, you can see the difference. And the same 60 and slightly more losses on the Royal Cav that was attacking unbraced, but this is slight difference. And in prolonged combat, I think this will change because there is less armored legionnaires to fight.
As you command. Yes, Commander.
Thessalian cav also cycle charging. Now, what you can see here is that armored legionnaires here are not holding very well unbraced against Thessalian cav, even though Thessalian cav is neither as heavy nor as good with charge bonus as Hellenic Royal Cav. Braced unit, 80 men, so half of the men still alive here. And the same here. So the question is Hellenic Royal Cav really worth it? I do not believe so. I do believe Hellenic Royal Cav is a weak unit compared to similar elite shock cav like Hellenic Cataracts, and so let's just fast forward here. This is really weak unit. Yes, it is better, and there will be more of those guys. 75 left, when the Thessalians has only 43. But there are better units. And Hellenic Royal Cav that was in prolonged combat with armored legionnaires still defeated them. Thessalian Cav fighting armored legionnaires in prolonged combat, not so much. I wanted to show you something interesting about Tarantine Cav, which is highly valued unit. So this is your standard use of cavalry, right? What do? You charge enemy skirmishers with your cap. This is the first thing that you would do. But the Salian cap, but the Tarentine cap is not really a melee cap. They should be not very effective against those auxiliary Balearic slingers, right? Because they are very weak. They only have 18 melee attack and 24 melee damage, and very weak charge bonus of 11. So compared to other units, they are very weak. Now let's see how that works.
Engage! Forward!
What I want to do, I switch targets now. So one Tarentine was attacking one unit, and now I switch them, and now I'm pulling them back and attack them and attack quickly once more. Charge and charge. This unit is wavering but still alive. Only 99, I mean mostly alive, you can see. But just a presence of charging cap makes it waver, and this one also. This one was charged with my cap, and only charge did all this damage because this was pretty much impact damage on very light unit. This one wasn't even charged. Now it will be fought, but not as effectively because this is Tarentine cap, and this Tarentine cap only lost one man. This only lost one man. So as you can see, and now I'm switching targets. This Tarentine cap attacking this Balearic slingers, and this Tarentine cap attacking those slingers, which I consider very effective unit because you are cycle charging and you are attacking. You are doing this damage. I should attack slightly from the side because there were modes exposed that way. So Tarentine cap, 2 men lost, and 3 Balearic slingers broken. One broken. The other one is 33 men only, so it's not doing anything. The other one's broken, and now charging at the last one. Now, I will leave this last one. I haven't, I ignored it, and I want to show you something more. This Tarentine cap has most of its javelins left, and this is Armored Legionnaires, 95 armor, 149 men left. They were attacked by Citizen cap, and this one is 120. Most of those Armored Legionnaires are alive. Pretty much all of them, most of them, and less than half. Okay, so this is less than half, but those guys, 3/4 and like what, 5/6 of those are alive, and those Tarentine cap is using parthian shot. They are not standing front to those units. They are running around behind the enemy line. Your opponent might not even see what's happening because those guys might actually attack somebody else or run away from someone else's cap, and while they do, they can pummel. And this is Armored Legionnaires we are talking about. Now see what's happening here. Imagine how bad would be to get those guys behind the pike line. There is only half of those guys left here. Stopped for a second, charging because lost all the ammo, and this Tarentine cap is charging in the back of Armored Legionnaires. I mean, Armored Legionnaires are very sturdy units, but actually at this point even charging from front wouldn't change anything. Those guys are dead, and Tarentine cap, being a medium cap, will still have a pretty decent charge.
Quickly now!
Pretty much no men lost here, and those almost full Armored Legionary units are gone. Both very expensive units killed by Tarentine cap that was already used in combat before. So this is actually insane. These Armored Legionnaires are being just chased away by those Tarantines. Almost alive units, still can charge some enemy units, still a medium cut that can do kinetic impact. And now we will see Praetorian Cavalry and Auxiliary Cavalry, excellent cavalry units that will be chasing my Tarantines. I mean, surely elite Rome cavalry like Praetorians would not be able, I mean, those Tarantines wouldn't be able to hunt them, right? I mean, how? Because of the Parthian shot, again. So I'm slowing down here. My medium cap is same speed as those guys, but faster than those guys. This is heavy melee, so those guys are still slightly slower, so I have to go back at some point of time and then only retreat. But those guys running away still throws javelins, as you can see. Throwing away and throwing javelins. 3 men dead. Now see what's happening here. Only 3 men dead. Only 3 still. And here only 3 men dead. Almost caught with my guys. Wavering because of the army losses, yes. 4 men died. But 1 Tarantine dead. Praetorian Calf lost already. Those guys, 9 men dead. Praetorian Calf, excellent elite unit, already lost 2/3, I mean 1/3 of their troops, and those guys also starting to lose pretty much the same. They lost attack on my guys, so I will have to so this is due to I'm using actually the ROM is actually controlled by my girlfriend, so she's those guys broke, but half of the unit dead and still some javelins here. Those Tarantine Calf is firing at the Praetorians. Half of the Praetorians are dead. Still, there are javelins on my Tarantine Calf. On both of them. These Praetorians cost like 1,300, I want to say, 1,200, and this is 540 worth of unit, and pummeling with their javelins, and now they will be firing javelins in the back of this unit, which will be very, and now it's the only 30 guys left alive in this Praetorian Cup. Only 30 guys. 23 men and out of javelins. 23 men alive after, and those other guys also get pretty hammered. And those guys are still 80 and 74 men alive. So, can you imagine that? So this is just to kill off those guys. So pretty much what you expect. 100 kills here for the unbraced guys. Each cavalry was fighting 1, so you can see exactly how well it did. The additional, so these are kills on the Tarantine Cup, which was fighting Valeric Slingers and then fighting Armored Legionnaires. These are kills. Those Cav were actually fighting elite Cav unit, and then they killed 1.5 of one elite on one more, but still more expensive, and they killed them. They destroyed them. So this is a test 1, and I actually wanted to show you another test that I did with spears. So this will be a lot quicker. So About this cycle charging, I was considering an option. Spear units are anti-cavalry units, and you would see often people screening with units. I mean, sometimes those guys will be light Levy Freeman or whatever, but these are decent units, auxiliary infantry and 2 triarii. One triarii will be attacked by Thessalians, the other one Hellenic Royal Cav, and the other one Thessalian Cav on this auxiliary infantry. And I will be cycle charging those guys. Now, so your opponent will often screen their guys with their units of spears, but many times he will not macromanage them properly because he will think that he's safe and he will be otherwise engaged. So not only you can break through those guys, but you can destroy them. And this is Thessalian cavalry attacking Triarii, losing 11 men and breaking Triarii. Very good spear unit. Can you imagine that? You can break with your normal shock cav through elite, and sorry, this is not elite, but this is decent spear unit, good armor. They could be in, would be more problematic if they would be in square, but if they are in square, they would not be able to screen skirmishers effectively. So you can just cycle charge those guys and kill them off, and pretty much not lose anything in your cav. You can still use your cav to go at the back of your enemy. So basically, and I lost 16 guys attacking a cav, mostly mid-tier cav on mid-tier spears. So yeah, this is what I wanted to show you, and about what I discovered about mechanics. And I will be doing another video on mechanics, but this will be different because it will be actually be on the mechanics of the strategy part of the game, not the tactic part, not the battle itself, because I haven't seen many of those. So my next video will be about those. So see you later. Bye.